Saudi Krab. It's been a while. It's January 14th, and I'm in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Well, just barely. I'm at the airport. I just went here for what they call a visa run to renew my Thai visa, and so I'm just waiting for my flight in about 2.5 hours. So, and I'm at the hotel just next to the airport because I just came last night and I'm going this morning. So luckily they have a hotel here close by. Anyways, it's been a while. I have a little memory note, because otherwise I don't remember what I was gonna say. First of all, let me tell you a funny story. I was on my scooter the other day. I was on my way to the gym. I think I don't really remember. Anyways, this super cute girl was in a motorcycle right next to me, and because it was kind of busy traffic, so we were kind of next to each other going back and forth, and I was trying to make eye contact with her, and she didn't. She was dressed in a really like sporty attire. I think she was probably go play basketball or something, because she had a basketball jersey and shorts and some proper basketball shoes as well. Anyway, she looked kind of fit and nice and everything, and I was trying to make eye contact with her, and then like coming up right next to us was this obvious Muay Thai guy, like a Thai guy maybe in his early 20s, no shirt on, just Muay Thai shorts. That didn't bother me so well, actually it didn't bother me, but what kind of made me think was that he had this nice bike, like a really cool bike, and I was sitting on this fucking 100cc old wave, and yeah. As soon as that girl saw him, she couldn't take her eyes off of him, man. So maybe next time I'll fuck it, I don't need a nice scooter for girls to look at me, but maybe next time I'll ride without a shirt on. Anyways, I was just gonna tell you that story. And then later on that day, when I came to practice, I think I touched on this before, but I'm gonna do it again. First of all, I want to say that I'm really super happy and proud, and yes, makes me feel good to know that I come from a really good gym, from a really good academy, because almost regardless where I go in the world to train or to compete or anything, I was gonna say my techniques, but obviously it's not mine. It's the techniques from my academy, from my gym, and the training methods, and the hard work, determination, dedication that we put in. It never fails me. I never come up short. I don't always win. I'm not always like a superstar or anything, but I'm always undeniable. And so that's kind of nice. And the reason why I started talking about that was because we have a couple of guys in the gym where I train right now. Like, obviously not my academy, but the academy here in Thailand where I train. And we had one fighter got stretched out, like knocked out properly this weekend, and it's because the fighter in question hasn't really been training that hard. And again, I'm more concerned about me. I'm not saying this to put anyone down. It's more of a reflection. Because for some reason I saw this person's Facebook page, and it said mixed martial artists at the Fight Lab, the gym where I train at. And apparently this was this person's first MMA bout. So if you never ever done a MMA fight in your life, how can you put it on your resume that you're a MMA fighter? I don't even put that on my resume because I don't have any pro fights. I have some amateur fights, but well, anyways. And on that note, also we have another guy training at the gym. It's preparing for an upcoming boxing match, and to prepare for a future MMA fight. And once again, I'm more concerned about me. So this is not to put anyone down, but it's a reflection. It's every time I train with this person, whenever the instructor shows a technique or something, he always has a variation. He always, like, for example, if the instructor tells you to grab the sleeve this way, but I prefer to grab the wrist, or this is the new no-gi style I saw this and this superstar and this person use, and then he can't even execute an armbar from close guard. Now I remember, I have said it before, because I've been there. I see myself in these persons, because I used to be like that. For me, it used to be more important that other people thought I was good than actually me being good. And now I've slowly, through many trials and errors and disappointments and realizations, I've come to the point where I much rather prefer people don't think anything special of me, but I know that I really can perform, and I'm not fronting, I'm not faking. Maybe to touch back on the girl on the motorcycle a couple of years back, that made me pissed. But now I can just laugh at it, just smile at it, because she don't know any better. Anyways, I'm not going to take up more of your time with that. Switching to another topic. I've told you before, the police keep stopping me every now and then when I ride my scooter in Bangkok. And the other day, I actually... it was so funny, and it's so different from Sweden. Because I did an illegal U-turn, and I wasn't wearing my helmet, and I don't know if there was something else, but anyways, illegal U-turn, no helmet. And I didn't see the cop, because he was like, after I made a U-turn, he was just standing there on the street, just, I don't know, directing traffic, because when it's really busy, the traffic jams, they don't rely solely on the red lights. They put a cop there to direct the traffic. Anyways, he just saw me, he just looked me straight in the eyes, and then he said something in Thai, and I was sure he was gonna like, hey dude, you can't do that, you can't do the U-turn, you got no helmet, you better stop, I'm gonna give you a ticket. But he wasn't even talking to me. He saw me, he looked me dead in the eye, but he was talking to the guy right next to me, because he stopped halfway through the U-turn. He didn't make the full turn, and so the police got angry at him. And after a while, I sort of understood. It was something regarding, like, you can't just stop halfway, come on, go all the way around. So the cop told him to make an illegal U-turn, to make the full turn. That is so funny to me. And everything works. Everything worked out nice. Nobody got hurt. Nothing crazy happened. No accidents. Nobody got delayed. We didn't make a traffic jam. Nothing. Everything just runs smoothly, because he was just this little tiny bit of flexible, which is something that you never ever see in cops in Sweden or in Europe in general. Anyways, I'm not saying cops in Thailand are better, because they eat all my money whenever they feel like it. Like this guy, he was probably in a good mood, and he was busy, and there was a lot of traffic, so he didn't bother. But he could have just as easily just decided on a amount of money that he wanted from me, because I did everything wrong. I don't even know driver's license. Anyways, enough of that. Is it Saturday? UFC? TJ Dillashaw, Dominic Cruz. Good googly moogly. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm definitely with Dominic. Not only because TJ did that stupid thing in leaving Team Alpha Male, but I don't even know how to put it in words. I'm with Cruz. Enough said. Anyways, lastly, before I leave you, I'm gonna talk about some about mainland Chinese people. The fuck is up with you? Rude, non-considerate, barely humans. And I'm not saying this in a racist way, because I don't believe it's solely because you have a certain set of genes or DNA or a certain skin color or whatever that makes you in a certain way. So I'm not talking about all mainland Chinese. I'm just talking about 99.98% of them. For reals. For reals. It doesn't matter if they're rich, well educated, if they're poor, if they come from a big city, if they come from the countryside. They are just freaking rude. And not only rude, they're more than that, they have no sense of personal space. I mean, yeah, even in Thailand or Japan or wherever it's crowded, you stand right next to each other, but you still in some way respect someone's personal space. The Chinese, however, they don't give a flying fuck, man. They can just stand on my feet. I have flip-flops on, and someone can come with dress shoes and just stand on my toes and not even acknowledge it, not even bother. And if I shove them, they don't turn around, they don't say they're sorry, they just move with the force of my push, and then just stand there like it was nothing. And yeah, people, I had this theory before that maybe because there's so many that you can't be polite to everyone. Like if I bump shoulder with someone, I'm gonna turn around and say I'm sorry. But like if I bump shoulder with 100 people just going to work in the morning or whatever, maybe I would stop. But that theory falls flat, because look at Tokyo. Look in Tokyo, Japan. It's so crowded. It's so densely populated, but people still find time to be somewhat polite. And I think it's a social contract, I think is what you call it, which is Chinese have none at all. And then there's another thing, because that is maybe what you would call a social contract or like culture or whatever. But then there's another thing, like when I was young, I spent a lot of time by myself, and maybe I didn't have the best guidance as to how to be as a person or whatever. But there was always some things that I felt in my gut that was right or wrong. I mean, I instinctively feel that it's wrong to stand on someone's feet, for example. That just doesn't feel good in my stomach. I have this inner compass to tells me what's wrong and right sometimes, obviously. But the Chinese, they don't seem to have that at all. And to maybe talk about some of my own shortcomings, yes, I would love to learn how to speak Mandarin or Cantonese or whatever these crazy people speak, so I could call them, so I can confront them. Because yeah, they don't speak any English, and so it's very, very hard to make oneself understood. Because I would love to ask them, like, really, if I stand on your foot, does it feel good? Like if I walk in front of you in a queue, in a line for something, does that feel nice? And yeah, I would just like to ask them. And then it comes back to something I've been talking about before. I don't think it was even in a video log. I think it was one of my Periscopes broadcasts or whatever. But it's very funny how people expect to be able to act in any way they like, but they never expect a physical response or reaction. people can scream in each other's face, they can be rude, they can call each other bad names, they can stand on my feet, they can do anything. But if they get punched in the face, it's a shock, and they have to call the police, and all that other stuff. That, like, for me, if you tell me something really mean or inconsiderate, or if you knowingly cut in front of me in the line, or you feel that you bump shoulder with me and you don't even bother to say sorry, to acknowledge it in any way, to me that's just as rude as giving someone a bitch slap. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna fucking take you down and stomp your head or anything, but yeah, like a little, what do you call it, lavette, like a little bitch slap. Yeah, you definitely deserve that if you act that way. And but for some reason, this fake ass civilization that we have built the last, I don't know, 500 300 years or something, it somehow taught people that you can say anything, you can act in any way, you can be as false as in fucking two-faced that you want, but physical contact, that's a no-no in this society. That's why I say fuck this society, man. You have to act the way you want others to act, and if you don't do that, then you have to consider the possibility of getting punched in the face. Enough said. Now I'm gonna go catch my flight. Catch you later, guys.